Welcome to Jimi Zen Reads, Jasper and the Beans. There are many types and breeds of doggies in this world. There are big dogs, huge dogs, clever dogs, lap dogs, muddy dogs, eager dogs, floppy-eared dogs, happy hippie dogs, excitable dogs, lumpy dogs, barky dogs, sleepy dogs, tire-chasing dogs, smelly dogs, mumbling dogs, hot dogs, and least of all, and not forgetting, the droolers and the slobbering dogs. This is a tale about the world's most chocolatey, smiliest and spotty of our four-legged friends. This marvellous munchkin of a hound is called Jasper, a magnificent, loving, slobbering, strong, brave and happy Dalmatian hound, and he is my bestest and beastiest of friends. His eyes are big and brown and full of love. His bark, which he saves for either excitement or the delivery dude, is deep and proud. He wears a brown leather collar with a brown skull and crossbones tag around his neck. And he stands proud and tall like a statue, with his nose and tail in the air, eyes glinting, ready to bound away at a moment's notice, vigilant for any dangers that might befall his guardian, or forever hopeful to spot an available snack. Jasper is always a very energetic doggy, like a bouncing, bubbling bean, and ready to play and looking for new adventures. And with these, mischief and mayhem inevitably and indubitably and shortly ensue. But, bless, when our Jasper is freshly awoken or coming around from a nap, then he looks so funny as a groggy doggy, with his cheeks all squashed up to his chops, big mouth open, fish breath yawns, followed by laying upside down and stretching out his legs and paws and letting out a sound of a big doggy snort. Now expectantly hoping for a belly rub and wake-up hug. Whilst he loves his routine of playing and naps in equal measure, they must be balanced between his daily rations of running, naps, playing and snacks. So, when the weather does put a crimp on his day, he wonders and ponders indoors what to play. One stormy winter's day, when the wind was whistling and howling, with the rain lashing down against the windows, our dotty friend Jasper was staring, nose pressed against the lounge window, and feeling saddened, looking out at the miserable weather, that it was, in fact, too horrible and wet to go out to play just yet. "What can I do?" thought he with a grumble, looking at me now all expectant and humble, with his head tilted left and his ears sticking up as an idea was forming in his furry spotted noggin. With a leap and a bound he races to the kitchen. Sliding, skidding, and unable to stop, he jumps on a toy, and it squeaks, then it pops. That is the end of the squeaky duck toy, thought he. Never mind, I say, it's just lost its squeak. Then I tickled his ear with the rubber toy's beak. Oh joy, announced Jasper, with his tail wagging wildly. Again, he danced on the spot, the boredom of winter and lost hopes of a walk soon forgot. With a grunt and a groan, and the duck now put away. What next now, my guardian? What can we both play? The bone came out next, chewing it loudly, and his paw trying to grasp it and chewing it flatly. He took the bone to his secret nibbling place, and he commenced to slobber and trying to crack it, and oh my word, what a chewy racket! An hour had passed by, and the crunching had stopped. On my bed I now found him, nicely warming my spot. The duvet now nestling in a non-made kind of way, and half on the floor, his hidden ears picked up as I laughed at the door. A den he was building, using his teeth and a paw. Like a giant I stood over him, chuckling and clutching at my belly, this mischievous munchkin looking particularly scoundrelly and squirreling about like a big bowl of extra wobbly jelly. My lunch next, he helped me with both making and eating, and a quick water of the plants outside, and a wine and a pine, for the ghastly weather still not permitting for a woods run and dash. instead back indoors like lightning, quick as a flash. I tried to do some typing, but poor Jasper was still playful, pawing at my desk chair and trying to get up on my lap. "Be still, you beast," I joked to him, and offered him a book to read, a fabulous one, all colour, on essential general doggy knowledge, with pictures of famous hounds and their preferred cuts of meat. But Jasper wasn't interested in it today, and he just rubbed it with his long, brown, dotted nose and sneezed on it, showing disapproval. His favourite film had the same effect, the one with Barky Murray. He loves the film Groundhound Day. We usually find it funny, but just not this rainy, windswept day. We don't wish for any boredom when I'm at home and not going out to play. The tennis balls next came out 2 by 2, along with another toy, and tipped up the toy box, through which he had a rummage, a sniff, a chase, and another nap, was how we passed the day, with cutches by the fire and an extra hour of fun and play. A lovely dinner was enjoyed by all, and Jasper thanked me for his pudding. So we did the dishes and put the crumbs out for the birds, and now our doggy looks quite tired and settles on my lap. A film, a book, and a gentle stroke, with an added cocoa evening's treat, with a biscuit jammy dodger. Wow, this dog can eat. The weather forecast is thankfully looking better for tomorrow, I said, his eyes now squinting, bemused. A snort and a low groan he gave in acknowledgment of this good news. "There's a good boy," I said to Jasper with a smile. "It's almost time for bed. It's time to settle down now and rest your tired, weary, spotted head." A happy and tired Jasper stretches for a nice big pre-bed rub with his blanket underneath him and a lovely fire to warm his bones. So bedtime it came round again, as it inevitably does, with Jasper all warm and curled up in his favourite snug, namely in my bed, and he drifted gently into his sweet lullaby. Jasper was pleased and happy and glad for this day. After all, it's not that often that the weather won't permit him outside to play. The end.